Hey everybody, Brandon, Bearded CB82. So today on Legacy Tools, we're going to do kind of a combination, not just to show you what we have on hand like the title says, CLC or custom leather craft, but also it's going to be kind of a decade-long review on my part. Now first off, CLC. Pretty much anybody from any type of trade heard of them before. They're bucket bosses, they're tool pouches, multiple sizes, they're bags, multiple sizes, heavy duty, well built. This one in particular, I can't remember if this one's the pump. This is the 52 or the 72, I forget right off the top of my head how many pouches this thing has, but pretty much what this one, which was my brother's, how he came about this one was I got it for him maybe around close to 9 or so years ago for either Christmas or his birthday or both. His birthday was the 27th of December, so it was around that time frame. This one, what it's going to be dedicated to, but yeah, he liked the one I had, so I went ahead and got him one too. But as you can tell, it never really got used. I know he liked his open man bag style, and then, well, when he went to work at Alcoa, you know, they provided everything there for him, so he didn't really kind of, I guess you could say, have the need to go ahead and fill it up and use it. But you know, they're really stout, really well made, about as heavy duty as they can get. This one's gonna be, as you can see, I got a lot of Klein in there, some other Klein, and general electrician's tools. This is gonna be my electrician's bag. It's what I think I'm gonna dedicate it to, along with the arc flash rated hand tool set, the Weha or Wea, whatever you want to call them. I've got focus. Strand marking tape for marking terminals, wires, all that jazz. This was one of his as well. Since it was still pretty much a brand new roll set, thought I'd go ahead and put this in there. Our old Lufkins, Dad got us these when we were young, 12 footer. Menards Tool Shop 16 footer, and I've got a Chameleon and a couple other ones at home. I'll probably toss one of the 25 footers in here as well. But as you can see, more than God's plenty pockets. You got mesh and the sides down in here, really good spot for wire nuts. More than enough pockets for anything. You've got elastic straps on the one side. Turn it to the side, you've got a couple more pockets along with your tape measure loop. That is heavy duty, riveted in with reinforced webbing behind it. Other side, you've got more. This was, you know, just one of the channel lock made in Spain, standard and metric. You've got room for extra bits, all these small pouches down here, all your main pouches. They go all sizes, all depths, the whole way through. And one more set over here where you could put, you know, strap your phone in, radio, the laser meters, or if you want a place to put a set of sniffers, electric sniffers or whatever into there. You got plenty of room to do all that. and one very large internal pocket. My spare multimeter is going to be going at my clamp meter. That'll be going in there, that 322. Now, as I said, this is going to be a review. Well, how can I review it if this one hasn't really been used all that much? Oh, and one heavy-duty strap. This shoulder strap with the cushion, it'll hold the weight. Everything's steel reinforced, heavy-duty webbing. The whole thing's like a Cordura. I think I was getting these around 75 or somewhere between 75 and $100 was what I bought them for. And when I say them, this is where the 10-year review comes in. Now this one, just the same model as my, starting to slide around here. Give me a second. Get that closed. Same thing. It's had a rough life. It's seen steel plant, it's seen Navy, it's seen truck work, it's seen, this is pretty much my truck kit. One of them, but this is kind of like the main one. I've had this thing loaded down with as much as 80 pounds worth of tools, and the strap will still hold. Yeah, so got my spare vice grips, which I will toss them in there. I've got glad hand seals I keep spares of in here. I've got got some brass in there as well. I guess that was from one of my shooting outings. I guess I tossed it up in there. Your other zippered pocket, what do I got in here? Oh, I got a bus fuse. Oh, little fuse. What is this? CCMR7. I think that was, might have been from working on the cranes. Some spare wire. What else? Oh, I got some spare bits in here too. Yeah, maybe time to reorganize it. But zippers holding up really well. Not so much for the shape of it. Gets rattled around quite a bit. So I've got plenty. I got a couple little connectors in there. A good assortment of different wire nuts that I keep in here. Those will be going over to the electrical bag. Steel, OSHA. Which one's this made by? Rated carabiner for safety harness. More wire nuts. I've got pretty much most of my channel lock. Screwdriver sets in here. That tiny little one from Harbor Freight, just because it's long and you don't really need much. My needle nose vice grips. Plenty of the hex tools, or Allen tools. Odds and ends of those. In the center, I keep my off-grid tools axe, Q compressor. This was also my brother's Plumb Bob model chalk line. Never hurts to have a good chalk line with you. I keep my spare half-inch impacts and Matco 3/8 swivel there. These, I purchased the whole set from Menards. It goes from half-inch up to what, 15/16, 7/8, 15/16. They're like $10. They're the Tool Shop brand from Menards. They work all right. They are chrome vanadium, but they're about as thick-walled as regular impact, just a little harder. But like I said, this is my tool truck bag. Carry big old ball peen, had that for quite a long time. My Craftsman USA, custom painted for obvious reasons. Half-inch drive there. Some larger blue point wrenches, and lots of odds and ends fit in here. That guy, a lot of you guys know what that is. For obvious reasons, I upgraded to the locking flex head. And so what better place than in your truck? So yeah, like I was saying, decades worth of hard use. Did kind of settle off to one side, so it does kind of make it tilt a little bit, but having this thing get the living crap beat out of it for that freaking long, and the zipper still zip, and the straps still holding on. As you can see, get you down in there. Wrenches, I've got Mac, I've got a lot of the Craftsman USA stuff, Crescent, Diamond, USA, more Crescent, some odds and ends sockets, two-way 1/4-inch air fitting just in case, Matco, line wrench, got a Mac one in here somewhere, yeah, that guy, my 1/4-inch blue point ratchet. I got a 1/4-inch Craftsman in there too somewhere, I think. But yep, my snap-on extensions. What else we got? Channel lock, same as the other one. Spark plug sockets. Yeah, you can just load the ever-living. Yeah, let me better view there. The pockets have been holding up non-stop. There, how about that? Pockets still holding up, none of the stitching's ripping. I mean, so if you were to go with a custom leather craft, you know, rock on. I know there are some other ones out there that have the harder blow molded plastic bottoms. Bring you back up. They've got the blow molded plastic bottoms, which will add some waterproof to them. You know, different brands, different manufacturers. Some of them go all the way up to, you know, one like this with that hard bottom might run you, what, like 200 some odd dollars. But you know what? This one's been working really good for me. Yeah, it's been pretty much been in the past few years living out of the back of my truck. In case I got to do a road call, I can just grab a few more tools, toss them in there, and I should have mostly everything up to 15/16, 1-inch Craftsman. I got some Blue Point 15/16. So channel locks, and 1/4-inch sockets. So what am I missing there? Oh, missing one. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the only two, long time ago when I got this set, the only two that I found somewhat half decent out of the whole pliers set, because all the other ones broke the first time I used them, were the big set of jumbo pliers and these pseudo linesman pliers. The cutters on these really suck, but as far as a straight nose something to hold, and they've not loosened up a whole lot. Well, granted, partially because they kind of went rusted. But what is this? 11-year-old set, made in China. They've got their new stuff now. Might be picking some of those up for review at some point in time. Might go with the Doyle, or I might go with their their other one that they got there. But either way, if you want a good truck bag, Custom Leathercraft has multiple models, multiple sizes, but these two are the same, just one's obviously in a lot better shape than the other, even though it's still holding up. So do you want to invest, you know, $75 to $100 in one hell of a tool bag? This one, I've got a little bitty, like an 8 pouch little like a belt pouch with several pockets in it that I had for when I was at the steel plant. Worked out really good, wore that every day. Got that hanging up in my garage at home. I should have grabbed it for comparison too, because it was a really good one too. Yeah, for the construction trades, electrician trades, this guy's gonna be hard to beat. So, you know, you can stuff God's end worth of tools in here, the better part of 100 pounds, and it'll still hold together. And I think it weighs probably closer to about 50 now, maybe 45. But either way, won't go wrong with it. Hopefully the mic didn't pick up too much noise rummaging around these things, as I had it kind of low, but oh well. But there you have it, custom leathercraft. I'll annotate somewhere in here and down at the bottom as well exactly which models these are. But if there's any updated pricing. Oh yeah, they've even got for extra bits up in here. You can shove all your little bits down in there for your bit drivers. This one does kind of need some cleaning up and reorganizing, and other than that, she's gonna get back to being used. Some things are gonna go into here as far as more electrical related, so I just got one bag to work out of. I don't do a whole much anymore as far as residential or industrial electrical, but you never know. And hey, sometimes it's better to be prepared. So here it is, Legacy Tools Edition meets a decade-long tool review, well awaited. So this is what one looks like after being beat to hell. This is what they look like when they're a lot newer. So is what it is. Anyways, remember, shop safety is just as important as firearm safety. You guys screw something up, somebody could die. Feel free to like this video, share this video, comment down below. What do you use for a tool bag? Hell, let me know if you do a video on what your tool bag is. If you've got experience with CLC, let's share it. If you've got really good experiences with other things, Bucket Boss, branded Bucket Boss, Klein, Napa, you know, Home Depot, Milwaukee's got their kind of lineup now, and who doesn't? So, but as far as what's gonna definitely work for you, if you've been eyeballing one of these, it's worth checking out. If you want something on the heavier duty end, I know these guys have come up with a lot of new models since these guys. You know, plenty of options out there, but this was my option at the time and went with it. Not regretted one little bit. Just she's gotten a little bit clustered and beat to hell, and well, takes a lick and keeps on ticking. All right, everybody, that's it for this version of Legacy Tools. Enjoy the rest.
just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together.